Today is September 4th, 2015. My name is Joe Todd. This is an interview with Paul Markwood in Claremore, Oklahoma. Sir, where were you born?
I'm born in New Braunfels, Texas.
New Braunfels, Texas. When's your birthday?
3/5/48.
I'm sorry?
3/5/48.
March 5th, 1948.
Yes, sir.
Who is your father?
Loring Gray. Loring, L-O-R-I-N-G. Gray, G-R-E-Y. Markwood.
Markwood. Middle name is Trey?
Gray.
Gray, I'm sorry, G-R-E-Y. Markwood. And your mother?
Ernestine Mildred Markwood. Lowry was her maiden name.
What was her maiden name?
Lowry, L-W-R-Y.
Okay. Did you go through school in New Braunfels?
No, I didn't.
When'd you start school?
Let's see. I believe I started at John H. Reagan in Dallas.
Okay, what's the name of the school?
John H. Reagan,
Okay.
R-E-A-G-A-N.
How do you spell the school?
R-E-A-G-A-N.
Oh, Reagan, okay. What year did you graduate from high school?
66,
From what high school?
Irving High School.
Irving High School. What type of work did your father do?
He was really a jack of all trades, but he manufactured cabinets,
Okay.
millwork, that kind of stuff.
Do you remember the Gulf of Tonkin
And
incident?
he was a pastor.
Yeah, okay. Do you remember the Gulf of Tonkin incident in 64?
I remember the name. I don't remember the actual
Okay.
what happened.
What'd you do after high school?
I was in the Marine Corps. I joined the Marine Corps while I was in high school.
When'd you join the Marines?
July of 19. Actually, April of 66.
Where'd you go for your boot camp?
I went to San Diego,
San Diego.
Santa Ana, actually.
Okay. Tell me about boot camp.
It was rough. I remember my boot camp's sergeant's name, and
What was his name?
Sergeant Tiedemann, Sergeant Term, Sergeant Corman.
Tell me about them.
They were real strict. Sergeant Gorman was the strictest. Sergeant Tiedemann was the platoon commander. Sergeant Turner was the tough one. Sergeant Turner always did the mouthing, always did the straight discipline.
Yep.
And then the other was followed up by Sergeant Tiedemann, but he was kind of he didn't speak real good English. He spoke kind of broken English, and it was easier for going with him than it was with Sergeant Turner.
Now, where's he from originally?
I don't know.
Okay. What's your most vivid memory of boot camp?
Probably the beatings that I got and the discipline that they instilled.
Boot camp lasted how long?
It was 8 weeks at night.
After boot camp, where'd you go?
I went to Santa Ana, or I went to Memphis to school. From there I got shipped to Santa Ana.
I'm sorry, you said you went to Memphis, Tennessee?
Yes.
What school did you go to?
I don't remember the name of the school. It was for helicopters and recips and avionics.
Okay. Now, was it a Marine or was it Marine school, Navy
No,
school?
it was naval.
Navy. Okay. Now, was it a mechanic school?
Yes, it was.
Okay. How long did that school last?
It was, I'd say about 20 weeks.
Okay. Now, what type of training did you receive in that school?
We received recips, and I received helicopter mechanics, and I received basic helicopters, and that's about all I remember.
Okay. Did you work on a specific helicopter?
Yes, I worked on a CH-46.
CH-46.
Yes, sir.
Now, is that the
Tandem rotor,
Okay.
like the Chinook,
Like the
and it doesn't have the long stub wing. It's
Yeah.
got
Okay.
a shorter stub wing on it,
Okay.
and it taxis.
Mhm. Now, were you told you're going to Vietnam after this school?
Yes,
What are you thinking about going to Vietnam?
I didn't mind it.
Okay. So after your mechanic school, where'd you go?
Went to Santa Ana.
Santa Ana.
Yes, sir.
What'd you do there?
I worked in a squadrons, HMM 263,
HM 263.
HMM.
HMM 263.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And they were deported to Vietnam in '66, and I went with them.
Okay. Now,
I mean 68.
68.
Yes, sir.
Now, HMM 263, is that the unit?
Yes,
So
sir.
what is HMM?
Heavy mechanic helicopters,
Okay.
medium helicopters.
Now, you flew to Vietnam, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you landed where?
I landed in Hawaii and in Japan. Let's see, I landed in Japan. And I went from Japan to Anchorage, Alaska. From Anchorage, Alaska, I went to Japan. From Japan, I went to Vietnam.
Where'd you land in Vietnam?
Da Nang.
Da Nang. So where were you based in Vietnam?
In Marble Mountain.
Marble Mountain. That'd be Marble Mountain.
It was hard to sleep there because they hit you with rockets every night, just about. And you run to the bunker, and you'd stay there for a given amount of time, and then blow the whistle and go out. I lost my toe hitting my toe on a cruise box once.
You hit your toe on
my
a...
bed.
Yep.
And I was getting out of bed to go to the bunker, and I ran toward the bunker, and I hit my toe on the cruise box and lost my toe,
Ooh.
nail, big toe, and it grew ever since then. So I had it removed.
Now, when did you land in Vietnam? You recall the date?
Yes, I landed in December of '68.
Okay. So Ted of 68 was already over then when
Yes.
you landed. Okay. Tell me about working on the CH-46.
What about it?
What do you do on a CH-46?
I worked on the engines, changed the engines out. I did the pre-flights every day and made sure that everything was greased. The front and back pylons were checked and opened, and the synchronization rotor was checked, made sure the flexible plates were still in them and were good and flexible and tight so they wouldn't come apart. And checked the lights, made sure everything was running good. I used an APU, auxiliary power unit, to start the engine up. And I started everything up except the engines.
Now, what are the pylons?
Pylons are the upward parts of the front and rear aircraft that raise the rotor.
Okay. How many in the crew of a CH-46?
There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, if you had 2 gunners,
Okay. So it's pilot, co-pilot,
the crew chief and 2 gunners.
2 gunners. Now, were you on flight status?
Yes, I was.
And you flew as crew chief?
As crew chief and as sometimes as gunner and crew chief, sometimes as medevac and crew chief.
Now, what are the duties of a crew chief on the helicopter?
Make sure that the helicopter's in proper condition and make sure that the helicopter was crew was fit to fly, and that the pilot and the co-pilot did their pre-inspection prior to takeoff. And
What do you normally carry in a CH-46?
normally when we take off, we carry the guns, 50 cal guns, 2 50 cal machine guns with 50 rounds of ammunition.
What cargo do you have?
None,
None.
typically speaking.
Okay. But that's a big helicopter, isn't it?
Yes, we would go and pick up,
You go pick up
we
guys?
had several missions.
Okay.
We had recon extractions and insertions.
Now, what's a recon extraction? What is that?
That's taking the recons out of the landing zone where they've gotten together. Have a radio left, and they radio, and you fly down and get them after the jets have scraped the area, and use napalm to clean a landing area. And you go in and you land and you pick up recons and you take off.
Now, have you ever take people out to the sites?
Those are called recon insertions.
Recon insertion.
Yes, sir.
How many can you carry in a CH-46?
25.
25.
Yes, sir. Combat ready.
Combat ready. Now, what do they have in a combat ready?
Combat ready troops are loaded with their backpacks, their rifle, which is a M16 or an M12, M14, and all their stuff that they take on an overnight trip.
Whenever you're inserting these troops are taking them out, ever come under fire?
Yes.
What happened?
Recons. You
What
did. I just opened fire. Fired back at the muzzle splashes that you saw. Kept the aircraft from getting hurt, getting shot. The gunners would do that if we had the gunners available. If we didn't, I would do it myself with another gunner. We always carried at least one gunner.
Now, ever have a medic on board?
Yes, all the time we went on medical extractions.
Okay.
That's how I crashed. One night I got in it was 1:30 at night, and I was going in for a recon, or for a medevac extraction. And we took a zone briefing before we went down. We always fly with 2 helicopters. One circles while the other goes in. And they had said this zone was cleared. Been no fire for several days from the enemy. And that thing was clear to land. So we asked them to pop a smoke. And we didn't tell them the color, because if we said the color, everything would turn that color and come up at the same time we would know where to land. Anyway, we somehow or another we got clearance to land, so there hadn't been any fire in 2 days. And so we went to land, and about the time we started up, I was going to pick a spot to land in. And I picked a spot, and we started down to land, and there was a bunker in the way, or a crevice in the way of the landing gear, so I told him to move over to the left a little bit. And he moved to the left and came back up, you know. There was a tree to the back end of us. And about that time I heard fire from the enemy. Came from across the river, I suppose. And it hit the spaces that weren't covered with the spots that protected the landing, the gear, the flight controls, and hit a flight control and knocked us out of commission. And we hit that tree and crashed. And that's all I remember until a gunner pulled me on the flight vest and started hollering at me to get up and get out, because there was already fire in the back end. I could see the engines on fire in the back of the aircraft. Fire, and I knew it was magnesium aluminum, burned pretty fast. So I got out. About the time I got out, I passed out again. The next time I came to, I was up at the side of the hill, watching the aircraft burn. And
you were where?
at the side of the hill.
Okay.
And I was watching the aircraft burn, and the troops had come out of the landing area and noticed that we crashed. They came out with their guns, and they shot a couple of Viet Cong who were across the river from us over a little bit. We saw the muzzle flash, so we knew where the fire was coming from, and they hit 2 of them and got them, and that's all I remember.
Where'd that happen?
It was in a place called, I don't know the name of the place. I never did get the name of it.
Was it up north?
No, I don't think it was far north, in the southern part of Vietnam.
Okay.
All apart.
Around Saigon or Tay Ninh City or
Quang Tre,
Quang Tri?
or Dubai, those areas. The areas that were guarded by the Marine Corps.
Now, why is smoke used? A smoke grenade.
Just to locate the area that we were going to land in. Give us a good area and make sure that we were landing in the right area.
Is that the only? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
To pick up the medevacs.
Is that the only time you went down that crash?
I went down another time. And we were trying to pick up an aircraft. We were this circle aircraft in the front. The other one went down, so we went down to pick up the crew. And they had landed in a rice paddy, landed on top of two red Chinese soldiers that had been the victims of the get together. We got the crew and we took off. And I had a couple of hard landings, but I didn't get hurt in either one of them.
What is a hard landing?
That's where you come down with harder than you should, and sometimes your droops don't droop. They droop too much, and the sudden stop of the aircraft causes the blades to bend into the fuselage, and then hits it, causes a wreck.
Will that damage the aircraft, the hard landing?
Yeah, a lot of times it would.
Yeah.
We'd have to call for pickup like they did us when we have a chase aircraft.
Did you have a depot maintenance?
A depot,
Yeah, where's your depot maintenance?
it was mostly pulling blades, changing blades, and fixing the engines, pulling the engines, and that type of stuff.
Was that down at Marble Mountain?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you still with HMM 263 at this time?
Yes, I was.
Okay. What's your most vivid memory of Vietnam?
My most vivid memory, when I got shot down, I can remember just about everything that I,
That's the one time you crashed?
yes.
What's your best memory of Vietnam?
Best memory was going out for resupply missions.
No, what's a resupply mission?
We take an external load and we carry it down the river until we come to a spot where they had the food and stuff that we drop off. We take a external load of food or an external load of resupplies and come in and stop at a different airport and land or drop the load off and take off.
Is that a sling load?
Yes.
Okay. Well, how much can you carry in an external load? What's the weight?
Oh, 8,000 pounds is what we normally set our maximum.
Okay. Now, a CH-46, is that made by Boeing?
Yes.
Okay. How many flight hours you have?
I had a bunch. I don't remember exactly. 2,400 or something like that.
Have any contact with the local people in Vietnam?
Vietnamese, we contacted probably 15 or 20 times.
What was their attitude, the local Vietnamese?
Well, you couldn't trust anybody over there because they were all the same color and they all spoke the same language and they were either Vietnamese or Viet Cong. You didn't know which one was which until you got them out of your aircraft. And you'd search your aircraft for booby traps and find them once in a while. You'd know you had VC in there with them, mixed with the Viet Cong. With the Vietnamese.
Is this when you were moving the local people?
Yes.
Why would you move the locals?
I don't know, because it's one of our missions, I guess. We just did whatever we were told.
How long were you in Vietnam?
I was in there till I crashed, and I went out to Japan once I crashed to heal up and to get rid of my
after you were healed up, where'd you go?
Went to Atsugi in Japan, and I went to a place called, they had the Philippines.
Okay, Philippines.
Yes.
What? Subic Bay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What'd you do at Subic Bay?
Well, I had first I had a mission. After I got flying again, I went on a mission to go to a spot. I had to go by hand from one spot to another spot, get picked up by a helicopter. I had to, wave him with the mirror. We had no ways of communication other than getting through there and making sure we got through okay and signaling him with the mirror.
Now, were you on the ground? You in the helicopter?
I was on the ground.
And was this the Philippines?
Yes, escape and survival school.
Oh, escape and survival school. Okay. How long did that last?
7 days.
Okay. From the Philippines, where'd you go?
Back to be exported.
I'm sorry?
Back to be exported on the helicopters too.
To be exported?
Yes, to be taken back to the States.
Oh, okay, okay. So you were, how
From
many?
the Philippines, I went to spent most of my time in Japan.
Okay.
I can't remember if I left from Japan or whether I left from Subic Bay when I left for States.
Where'd you land in the States?
Where did I live at?
No, where'd you land in the States?
Oh, I landed in California.
California. What'd you think when you landed back home?
It was nice.
What'd you do back in the States?
I flew home for a vacation for a while.
Is that in Dallas?
Yes, sir. And went back to Dallas. And I stayed in Dallas for about 4 weeks. I went from there to the East Coast. I had more than 120 days left. And they had a 120-day plan where they cut you early if you had 120 days left. I had about 135. And they kept me because I had critical MOS, they said. And flew me from there to Jackson, I think it was Jackson,
Where?
North Carolina, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Okay. Jacksonville, is it Florida or North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay. Because there's
Wanted me to be sergeant of the day.
okay. And you finished 135 days, what'd you do?
They cut me loose, offered me $10,000 a shift for 10 years, and gave me 3 years choice of duty, but they said that they want me to start any place, you might go anywhere, to the place they expected you to go. And I didn't want to do that because I just got married.
Yeah.
And so I got out in July 10th of 1970.
Now, what Marine base is in North Carolina?
Well, you got Jackson, you got
Is Paris Island there?
yes,
Okay.
Paris Island.
Because you went to Jacksonville,
Yes,
North
I did.
Carolina. Okay. What'd you do after you got your discharge?
Well, I started working, tried to get a job at Bell Helicopter, but I couldn't, and so I started working at a place called Southwest Automotive in Dallas at the airport, and started working on big engines like 747s and 707s
Okay.
and VJT8s, which are the
And where is this?
smaller engines. It was at Southwest Automotive.
Is that in Dallas?
Yes, they finally sold out to a place called ABL.
Okay. Well, when did you come to Claremore?
In this 2013, I guess it was.
Okay, 2013. You like it here?
I liked it, yes, I did.
Would you
I
join?
got married.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I married a girl that was she was she cared for us.
Okay.
She got fired. So when she got fired, I left with her,
Okay.
and we got married in August the 22nd of 13.
Would you join the Marines again?
Yes, I would.
I like to do a word association. I'll give you some words and you give me a reaction. The first one is boot camp.
Rough.
CH-46.
Helicopters.
Marble Mountain.
Beautiful.
Lyndon Johnson.
President.
Richard Nixon.
Better president.
Vietnam.
He's all right.
United States Marine Corps. How do you want to be remembered?
I'll be remembered as just an old Joe that did what he was told to do and kept his mouth shut.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Well, sir, this is a very good interview. I want to thank you for your service and thank you for the interview.
I thank you
And again,
for yours.
this is September 4th, 2015. My name is Joe Todd. This has been an interview with Paul Markwood in Claremore, Oklahoma. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It's all.